Let's watch what the big machines do on the farm.
Yeah!
Time to go to work. Do you know what he's carrying?
It looks like big, fluffy blocks.
It's hay for animals to eat.
What kind of animals?
Maybe horses or cows, maybe even llamas.
I want to see who's going to eat the hay. What's that little machine? It's not a tractor.
It's a gator. They're good for lots of jobs around the farm.
Oh, it's baby cows. It looks like a sleeping bag.
That's more hay. If you have a lot of hay, a roll is a good way to store it.
Wow, that could feed lots of baby cows. Farms are pretty.
They sure are. Green growing things are beautiful to look at, and they're important too.
What's that machine?
It's a disc harrow. They're making the field ready for a new crop.
How?
The harrow turns the soil over and breaks it up. So when they plant the new seeds, the dirt is nice and loose, and their roots can dig into it. It also makes it easier for water to soak in.
Cool!
Everyone on the farm has to work together.
What are they talking about?
Probably planning where to harrow next.
There are sticks in the ground.
That's what's left of corn stalks after they harvest the crop. They need to clear it all away to make room for the new crop.
Where does it go?
The harrow chops it up and pushes it into the ground to make the soil richer. Now they're getting ready to plant more cotton. See how there's still a little cotton left on the ground?
Oh yeah, it's fluffy.
That's a little harrow for a little field. They make all different sizes of farm equipment for all kinds of different jobs.
Wow, what's it doing?
The sides of the plow tuck up so it can fit on the road. Otherwise, it's too wide. Then when they get to the field, it can unfold.
It's so big. You mean they drive it on the road to get to the field?
Yep, sometime you'll see a tractor or a plow or a combine right on the road with your car. Then at night, they drive back and store them safely in a barn or an equipment shed.
They're making little ridges in the ground.
That's where they plant the new seeds. The machine gets the ground ready and plants the seeds at the same time. The seeds are in those yellow containers. They fall right into the field.
That's pretty smart.
Lots of farms use them for power. Some even make enough electricity to sell.
That has really tall wheels.
So it can drive over the crops without touching them. They use computers on farms a lot to control the equipment.
I thought computers were just for offices and games. Unfolds too.
It's going to spray those crops.
There's no driver. How did it know to unfold?
The farmer used his computer to tell it.
Cool. Remote control. Really big. I hope it doesn't tip over.
It won't. Those arms are very light, and the weight is balanced on both sides. It might be fertilizer to feed the plants, or they could be killing weeds or bad bugs that might hurt the crops.
They're done, and it fills up again. Do you think they want more hay?
I bet they do.
Hi, horse. The new plants are growing.
Those are corn stalks. Maybe for corn on the cob, or maybe corn for animals to eat.
Is that spinach?
It looks like different kinds of lettuce.
You could make lots of salad with all that lettuce.
Those are fruit trees.
What kind of fruit?
Maybe plums or peaches or nectarines or cherries.
Yummy! I like all of those.
All done for the day.
Morning again. Time to work some more. Pretty.
It is, but there's a lot of work to do there.
Different people are working. It's like a giant lawnmower. Those big rolls look funny.
That's more hay. Great big rolls of hay. Now it's time to harvest.
And then people and animals can eat it.
That's right.
What kind of animals eat corn?
Lots of different kinds. Horses, cows, chickens, pigs, even you.
I like popcorn the best.
They can load the harvest into the trucks right in the field.
They even work at night.
Once crops are ripe, you have to pick them as soon as possible. At harvest time, farmers work long hours to get everything done.
It's good they have lights on the combines and trucks.
That's cotton, like your jeans are made of.
You could make a lot of jeans.
The corn is ready to pick. That's wheat, to make bread and lots of other foods you like cookies.
that look like cookies.
First, the wheat grains have to be separated and the husk have to be removed. And then it's ground into flour.
Looks like fun.
They're making the road clear, but I bet it is fun.
Working on the farm looks fun to me.
You bet.
There is a lot of work on the farm, but it's all important work, isn't it, Daddy?
It sure is. Let's watch some big machines.
Yeah! Why are they underground?
They're digging a tunnel right through a hill.
Why doesn't it fall down?
They're very careful. They leave supports and they only dig where geologists say it's safe. When you dig, there's lots of dirt to move. That front loader is built to handle it. I bet we'll see lots of dump trucks.
What happens to all the dirt and rocks?
They might use it to fill holes somewhere else.
This machine can haul a lot.
Now here comes a forklift.
Why is it called that?
See the front part it uses to lift loads? It's in two prongs, like a fork.
What's all that smoky stuff?
Garbage. They're at the dump sorting it.
Why is it smoky?
They burn some types of trash, so now they need to move the ashes. I bet it is, but that wheel loader has a closed cab, so the driver probably can't smell it.
And now they clear it away to make room for more garbage?
That's right. There's always more garbage coming.
I wonder if he gets dizzy.
Look how much that excavator can scoop up.
I like playing in the dirt, but I can't pick up that much. If he digs too far, will the excavator fall in?
Construction workers have to be careful, but it looks like he knows what he's doing.
Now they're making it all flat.
Yep, that machine's called a grader. That's a loader.
Job's fun.
You want to work with big construction machines when you grow up?
Yeah!
Oh, another grader.
That's a grader too. It's really big.
Machines come in different sizes for different jobs. They have to go around those square holes. That's where the support pillars will be for the new building. There's construction work to do everywhere.
Why are they putting the dirt up that ramp?
They have conveyor belts taking the dirt to 3 different places so trucks can take it away. This way, 3 trucks can load up with dirt at once instead of just one.
That's pretty smart. How much dirt can those tracks hold? It looks like a lot.
It is. It takes a lot of people and machines to get a big job done.
They have to be good at working together.
Right. Just like your school. Everyone has to plan ahead and work as a team.
To fill it up, just like at the gas station.
And now they're changing the oil in the engine. I do that in our car too.
Why?
Oil keeps the engine parts from rubbing against each other and wearing out, or even getting too hot and catching fire.
They took care of the machines, and now they're ready to work. Why do some have treads and some have wheels?
Wheels are better on flat surfaces. The engine doesn't have to work as hard to turn wheels. But on really bumpy surfaces, treads can go over anything. They don't get stuck the way that wheels do. Oh boy, would you look at that?
Cement mixer!
Yep, they're ready to start pouring the building foundation. Doesn't that look like fun?
So many pipes.
He's using joysticks like a video game.
Has really big teeth.
Would you look at that?
Look how it spins around. They sure have to move a lot of dirt when they're building things.
Yep, they need a nice flat place to build. And for lots of buildings, they have to dig a hole where the foundation will go.
Then they bring in the dump trucks?
Yep, then they bring in the dump trucks.
What are those rings for?
Well, they're stacking them to line that hole. Then they can put water pipes or electrical lines inside the concrete liner, and they'll be protected. These vehicles are shiny and clean.
But they get all dirty when they work.
That's right. They're made to get dirty.
Are the machines here for people to buy?
The dealership sells vehicles and also does maintenance to keep them running. They even fix them when they break. That's a new axle. It will hold a wheel in place. Now he's going to clear away the brush.
Wow, it chews the branches all up. Why are they getting rid of the bushes?
Sometimes brush too close to buildings can catch fire and be dangerous, so they clear it away. Other times, they're going to build something new and they need a clear place to build.
To build all new houses for people to live in.
They have to clear the brush away to make room for yards.
So the kids can play. When he picks up all those sticks.
There's a lot of machines working on this job.
Machines do so much work.
Machines and people working together.